The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal, call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Good afternoon, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer basketball. It's time for the Josh Comnick and Growl Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. And I'm your host, Josh Comnick, and we're on the road in Collinsville as the Railers get ready to take on the Lancers from Belleville East High School. In just a moment, I'll be joined by Scott Kirby as we break down today's matchup. We thank you for joining us on the home of every Lincoln Railer contest this season, WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Again, Railer fans, thanks for joining us here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School, where your Lincoln Railers getting set to take on the Lancers from Belleville East High School in round number 2 of the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. The Railers come into the contest with a record of 8-3 on the season, while Belleville East checks in at 7-4. Collinsville was a winner just a second ago over Troy. The Knights from Troy Triad by a score of 67-29. We'll come back with a little more on the Lancers and how the tournament has fared so far. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Welcome back here at the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic, where the Railers getting set to take on the Lancers from Belleville East. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here, bringing you all the action from Collinsville as the Railers in the second round here against the Lancers from Belleville East yesterday. A little bit of how the Railers got here, also how Belleville East was a winner last night after us, so they played the late game. Belleville East was a winner over Collierville, Tennessee, 52-49, and the Railers took care of the game before that of McClure North, 45-43. So Scott, I talked with Coach Greg Alexander today a little bit this morning, and got a little scout report on the Lancers since I didn't stay for the whole thing last night, but very similar to McClure North. They're 7-4 on the season is Belleville East. Very guard heavy for the Lancers. Probably don't have the shooters that McClure North had, although capable of a couple guys that can put it in. But really the pressure defense that we saw by McClure North, you're going to see a lot of it, the same thing from the Lancers today.
Yeah, and the Lancers look like they have a little bit of size too as well, Josh. But one thing that they will do, they'll turn it over.
Yeah.
18 turnovers last night, 41 turnovers in all in that game. So with Railers defense, they've been playing exceptionally well the past several weeks. So I think we're going to have to rely a lot on our defense to cause some turnovers and get some easy buckets.
Although the Railers didn't turn over McClure North a whole lot yesterday, just 6 turnovers for McClure North in that ball game where the Railers were 2-point winners, 45-43. but some big shooting down the stretch, and that was made by the senior number 3, Trey Schilling. Schilling was the leading scorer yesterday, and some monster threes for the senior yesterday, especially in that third and fourth quarter. Schilling was 4 of 5 from three-point land on the day. He finished with 16 points, and right behind him, another senior that might have had his best game. I think even Coach Alexander might have said that. He had his best game in a Railer uniform to date. Keon Carson. Carson with 10 points, 3 assists, and you look down the stat line, Scott, Keon played 29 minutes of the possible, 32, and did not turn the ball over against constant full court pressure from McClure North. We'll need a repeat of Keon here again today.
Yeah, how good was he, Josh? He was fantastic. Like you said, 10 points. And, this is a team that he matches up well with just because of his quickness. He can get to the rim and get some easy layups. Now, we know he's not the best outside shooter. Getting to the rim and his quickness is his, forte. And, these quick teams, he holds his own. And as long as we take care of the ball and we need to cause some turnovers, the Railers have a really good shot at winning this.
He got in the lane and found some shooters. Again, also Drew Hayes had 6 points yesterday. Gabe Smith and Carson Komnick finished with 4. Aiden Gowan with 3 points and 2 points for Frank Sanders. What I like to see, though, also, Scott, as the Railers won the rebounding battle yesterday. Railers with 20, McClure North with 15. We'll have to do a good job on the boards. Hayes was saddled with a little bit of foul trouble yesterday as he ended up fouling out in that game, but the Railers were able to hold on and come away with the victory. The winner goes to the game, the semifinal game tonight, 7:30, and they will take on the host school, the K-Hawks from Collinsville High School. We'll send it back to the studios for a quick break. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
And we're back here from Collinsville, Illinois, getting set for the Railers and the Lancers from Belleville East. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. Josh Gomnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby bringing you all the action from the 39th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. And the Railers check in to today's game with a record of 8-3. Belleville East at 7-4, the winner to the semifinal game to take on the host school, the Collinsville K-Hawks. In the top bracket, it will be, what do we got, Scott? O'Fallon taking on Quincy. in the other semifinal game, I believe. So those were two good games. O'Fallon took care of Decatur MacArthur today in a very good basketball game, and then Quincy was a winner over Belleville Altoff earlier this morning. Looking through the scoring from yesterday for the Lancers, a guy to keep your ears peeled for. A couple guys. They had two guys in double figures. Number 3 is Tallis Lowry. Tallis Lowry is a 6-foot senior, and then their other guy in double figures with 12 was Jalen Coleman. Jalen Coleman is a 5'8" sophomore. Also 9 points for Christian Jenkins. And Christian Jenkins, a 6-foot senior. So the guys that did most of the scoring for the Lancers, not big guys, and I watched them a little bit, but they've got very, very good, very experienced guards out there, and they will be extremely quick again.
Yeah, the Raiders are going to have to do a good job of watching your shooters. I know you mentioned that they're not as good as outside shooting team as McClure North, but with that size, we got to box out and don't allow any second chance points, because every possession is critical in a game like this.
Again, the Lancers beat Collierville, Tennessee. The Railers victorious 45-43 over McClure North. And, boy, we've seen some good basketball up until now, Scott. A couple good games here this morning, some good games that went on yesterday. And we talked about it earlier yesterday. This tournament is very, very, very good. McQuincy is a very good basketball team, and we're going to see them as they travel to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium later on this season. O'Fallon with a very good basketball team. So the Final Four coming up later this evening. We hope we're in it, obviously, but there's going to be some good matchups.
Yeah, there is. And, you look at Collinsville, the team we just watched, very solid basketball team. 2 games in one day. Railers had a tough one last night. I don't know how they're feeling today as far as, energy-wise. I know Comnick took a pretty good fall last night. How's he feeling?
He's banged up. We took a look at it a little bit last night when they got back, and it's got a bruise on the tailbone, and it's pretty sore this morning. So we
got massaging the old tailbone last night.
Got to stretching a little bit this morning, and we hope the ibuprofen and the icy hot kicks in pretty fast. Hopefully he can give it a go. But I think everybody else is pretty healthy and pretty ready and ready to go. You're fighting for a Final Four.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Alexander obviously wants to win every game down here. And today will be another good test. Another team that we don't get to see all that often.
Uh-huh.
And he likes that because they don't get a good idea of what we do. Although McClure North knew quite a bit about us yesterday.
Yeah, they did their homework, and they were able to scout that 1-2-2 ball press. They worked the middle well with Howard. He had some wide open shots there in that middle of that defense. And, if Belleville East watch any of that game, they're going to know where to attack our defense, and the Railers are just going to have to respond.
Railer shot 41% from the field, 20% from three-point land, 4 of 20, but none bigger. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong guys there. Railer shoot 18 of 30 from the field for 60%, 4 of 9 from 3 yesterday, and no bigger ones than Trey Schilling down the stretch as he hit 2 ones to bring that Railer W on home, and the Railers 5 of 9 from the free throw line. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After word from our sponsors, Scott and I will be back here in Collinsville to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Lancers. As always, a big thank you goes out to all our sponsors. This has been the Josh Comnick, Grau Incorporated, and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Lincoln Railer basketball is on the air. Good afternoon, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Rail Splitter basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN Sports are pleased to bring you this afternoon's contest from Collinsville, Illinois at the 39th Annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, as the Lincoln Railers take on the Lancers from Belleville East. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera, and Joe Lee back at the studio. And we're all set. Paula at the studio. And we're all set to bring you this afternoon's action. I'd like to wish a good afternoon to all of our listeners that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go or on the Mixler app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast. It's time to check tonight's list of the games, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell. And if you're looking to buy, check the listings at merealty.com. I know we talked a little bit about the keys to the game on the pregame show, Josh, but what do the Railers need to do tonight?
Well, I think, again, we need to handle pressure. I thought the Railers, for the most part, did a pretty good job of it yesterday, Scott. 12 turnovers for the Railers seems a lot for our team and our program, but really with the pressure that McClure North provided, really the Railers, and credit Keon Carson did a really good job of handling the basketball for the most part. And Hayes handled the ball a lot too. That's kind of a guy that we can rely on to bring the ball up. Normally Hayes has a bigger guy on him that he can go by, give Keon a little break. Hayes will have to be good. And rebounding, I think, as you said, this is a strong guard-oriented team with a little bit of size underneath. And I saw them play a little bit in the first half yesterday, and their guards are not your typical sophomore or junior guards. They're well built. They're strong. They're gonna beat us up and muscle us up through the lane like McClure North did. So the Railers are going to have to be strong, and then hopefully we can knock down some layups, obviously, and the threes that we get. We didn't get a lot of great looks yesterday, but boy, we hit them when we needed them.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. The Railers come in tonight's action with an overall record of 9-3, while the Lancers have a record of 7-4. The Railers advance to tonight's game after beating McClure North last night, and Belleville East took care of Collierville, Tennessee. Both advance and will play tonight to move on to the semifinal. Starting lineups are next. Railers are in their home whites, and the Belleville East Lancers in their traveling blue.
Good crowd for the Railers, Railer Nation. As you look around here, they've got a lot of red and green here in the stands, made their way down for a chance to watch the Railers play 2 games today. We hope that it's now and 7:30 instead of the latter would be 9 o'clock, which will be a late game for us. But we think the Railers will get it done here today against the Lancers. Again, the Railers 8-3 on the year. Belleville East comes in at 7-4. A lot of people think, well, this is a team that we saw at the Eaton Electrical Round Robin Tournament in Lincoln. It's not. That was Belleville West that we saw. So a different club that the Railers will take on here this afternoon. Starting lineup first for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Lancers from Belleville East, just a short drive over from Collinsville. Number 3, 6'3" and a senior, Tallis Lowry. Another guard, 6'1" and a junior, number 4, Jalen Dowson. Number 5, 5'11" and a senior, Khalil Waller. Add one forward, 6'6" and a junior, number 11, Savion Mitchell. And the man in the middle, 6'1" and a junior, number 23, Ja'Cory Brown. The head coach of the Lancers is Mr. Jeff Creek.
And now for the Lincoln Railers.
And now the starting lineup for your Lincoln Railers. First man out, 6 foot and a senior, number 3, Schilling, Trey Schilling. 6'2" and a junior, number 4, Smith, Gabe Smith. 6'3" and a sophomore, number 5 is Comnick, Carson Comnick. 5'7" and a senior, the point guard, number 10, Keon Carson, and the man in the middle, 6'5" and a junior, number 30, Hayes, Drew Hayes. Head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McMcCullen, Zach Dom, and Gary Rademacher.
Tonight's tip-off sponsor, Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. We're all set for this matchup between the Lincoln Railers and the Belleville East Lancers as Drew Hayes and Savion Mitchell are set to tip.
6'5" against 6'6" here.
And the opening tip is controlled by the Lancers of Belleville East.
All right, Belleville goes for a lob play, and you heard the coaches yelling it out already. So the Railer coaching staff up on the scouting report here early in the afternoon.
Belleville with the basketball, they'll work it around. Feed down low to Brown. He loses it out of bounds. Turnover, Belleville, Railer basketball.
Yeah, that's what we like. We'll see what Belleville is. Probably a full court man-to-man. Keon going to have to bring it up against full court pressure for most of the day here. We'll see if the Railers go to their patented play to open a game with a back screen here for Hayes.
They work it left to Schilling, left wing. And now Comnick didn't see the ball coming as he was cutting. And the first 2 possessions of the ball game are turnovers.
Yeah, miscommunication between Schilling and Comnick there as Trey didn't think he was going to go backdoor. Comnick did and threw it into the scores table.
Belleville East with the basketball, no score, game just underway. Lowry with it, he'll go right. Now kick it out in the corner, 3 on the way, no good from Dawson. The tip back, no good from Brown. Another try, still on the rim, and Hayes will grab the rebound, kick it up to a flying Carson. He's going to go up off the backboard and good.
Great outlet by Hayes. Railers didn't battle very well on the boards, but we came away with one. Drew came away with an outlet of the old Kevin Love style. Just throw it down the court and let your quick guy run underneath it.
Railers up 2-0, 6:47 to go in the first. Belleville with the basketball. There's a drive on the way. Couldn't get it to go, but the foul.
Yeah, Hayes didn't cover baseline there and went right around Hayes and then got into Gabe Smith as Gabe committed the foul. Well, he got a bad foul, though. Didn't give up the easy layup, and we'll send number 23, Ja'Cory Brown, the 6'1 junior, to the line.
Free throw up and no good for Brown.
Yesterday, Brown did attempt 1 free throw. He was 0 for 1. Free throws yesterday for the Lancers, 9 of 15 on the day.
And second one rolls around and good. 2-1 Railers with the basketball. Carson will speed it up to the left. Now Schilling in the corner. Nothing there. Now they'll work it back to the right. Comnick, right wing, will dribble left. Now kick it out to Carson over to Schilling, left wing. Reset this way with Hayes. Now Carson in the right corner. Now they'll swing it back to the left. All perimeter work right now for the Railers. Up 2-1, 6:15 to go in the first. Carson will back it out with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Work it left to Smith, left wing. Now Hayes, left elbow. Comnick, right corner, 3 on the way. Got it! Comnick with a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, and the Railers up 5-1.
Boy, one thing we could not get our 3-point plays to go yesterday, Scott. McClure North all over all of those yesterday. We opened it up with the first one here, and Comnick able to drill it from 3.
Lowry kicks it in the corner, now back out to Lowry. Over to Waller. Now in the corner to Dawson. They try to feed it in to Brown. Tapped out of bounds off of Hayes. Going to stay with the Lancers.
Your point is exactly what the Lancers are trying to do, Scott. They're going either high low. They've got Brown underneath, and then Coleman, I believe, number 11 at the top at the free throw line. Maybe even some sort of a high low they're trying to go with.
They'll get it in to number 11. That's Mitchell. Now they're working in the corner. There's a drive by Dawson, up and count it.
Well, they've done it twice now. Hayes unable to cut that baseline off, and Hayes got beat there again. An easy layup for the Lancers.
5-3 Railers. 5:20 to go in the first. Little backdoor kick off of Mitchell. It's going to stay with the Railers. Kick ball. 25 on the shot clock. 5:18 on the game clock. Comnick to inbound on his own baseline. Gets it into Smith, now up top to Carson. Carson dribbles left, looks for Carson Comnick in the corner. Now they'll work it back to the right with Smith and Schilling. Little weave up top of the Raiders, 9 on the shot clock. Schilling left wing, now up top to Comnick with 5. Now Hayes with 3. Hayes dribbles in, pulls up for the jumper, too strong, no good. Rebound, Brown for the Belleville East.
Don't foul, Hayes.
And there is the foul.
Yeah, and the guy that was in foul trouble, looked like the foul will be on Hayes. The guy that we cannot afford foul trouble on has got one early here in the first quarter.
So Dawson's going to get 2 free throws. Railers up 5-3, 4:46 to go in the first. First free throw up and good. Dawson's second free throw. Up and rolls around and good, and we're tied up at 5 with 4:46 to go.
After a 5-1 lead the Railers had, the Lancers have cut into that and got it back here tied.
Carson will walk it up across to the timeline. Gives it to Schilling, deep left wing. Now Hayes. Hayes kicks it out to Comnick. Smith right corner. He'll spin, now kick it out to Hayes, swing it to the left to Carson, top of the key. Hayes finds a lane, up with the right, off the backboard, couldn't get it to go, and Dawson rebound for the Lancers. All tied up at 5, first quarter, halfway through the first. Lowry feeds it into Brown. Tapped out of bounds off of Smith. Going to stay with Belleville.
Well, they've got some point-blank chances. He's got a couple drives baseline, and then they've got it to Brown there. They're really trying to work this ball inside to Brown. He's not terribly big. They've got him at 6'1" in the program, but he's carving some space in there, and the Railers unable to find him so far.
Belleville inbound on their own baseline.
Get it, Keon.
Keon intercepts it. And he'll feed Schilling, who backs it out. Now gives it to Keon. Keeps it over to Comnick. Comnick, 3 on the way. Got it! Carson Comnick with a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, and the Railers back up by 3.
Yeah, great job. Great pass. Extra passing by the Railers, and found Comnick in that corner right where he hit the one earlier in the quarter, and give him 2 3-pointers. Good passing by the Railers.
Belleville with the basketball. That's Dawson. Started by Smith. Now kick it out to Waller. They'll work it to the right to Lowry. Lowry in the corner to Brown. Brown back to Lowry. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lowry picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. 4 on the clock. They try to feed it in to Brown. Tapped out of bounds off of Hayes. There should be 1 second on the shot clock.
Yeah, they're going to give it 1 second. So the Railers got to realize here, Lancer's probably going to go for some sort of a tip play here underneath. Why?
No, it didn't hit the rim.
No, it should be 1 second, I believe.
Not 10.
maybe having some trouble. Probably new for the guy down there working it too. You know what I mean? You don't use this every day, so something that the scoreboard operator's got to know as well.
Just run it down right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not. Just keep it running and stop it at 1 if you can.
He's still trying to figure it out. We'll stop in action here as the shot clock operator trying to figure out how to put 1 second on the shot clock. 3:15 on the game clock. Railers up 8-5. There we go.
Then they're going to have to reset the game clock
to 3:15.
3:15, right?
Yep. There we go. Now we're ready for play.
So it looks like they're going to try me. You got 33, got a couple Lancers right in a row here. 33
throw it up with the lob. Brown, no good. Sanders, who checked in for the Railers, grabs the rebound, kicks it over to Miller, who checked in as well, along with Gowan. Comnick left wing, now up top to Miller. Miller go back to Comnick. Comnick dribbles right, gives it to Hayes. Now kick out to Gowan. Sanders, nowhere to go, gives it to Miller. Miller dribbles left, now hands off to Gowan. They work a little weave up top with Hayes and Miller.
Got to get our spacing here right now. Not a lot of spacing for the Railers.
Thrown away by Miller, picked up by the Lancers, and they throw it up to Brown off the backboard and good.
Pressure by Belleville causing some problems for the Railers there. Railers didn't have good spacing and got caught with too many guys around the same area.
Miller over to Hayes, deep left wing. Now Sanders left elbow. Gowan, 3 on the way. And off the rim, no good. Brown for the rebound for the Lancers. He pushes it up.
Don't foul.
Lowry backs it out,
run right into Hayes.
Lowry with the jump shot, no good. Hayes with the rebound. Railers up 8-7 with the ball. 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Miller goes right. Hayes sets a pick for him. Now kicks out. They'll throw it to Hayes. Now Comnick left wing. Comnick spins left. Gets it stripped away by Lowry. Lowry did a little Euro step, and Miller's going to pick up the foul. No shot on the ground, on the floor.
Call number 12 for A.D. Miller.
So Lancers basketball on their own baseline. They'll get it in to number 13. That's Moody. Coleman with it now, guarded by Gowan. Now in the corner. Kick it back up top to Coleman. Moody to Coleman. Coleman gets it in the corner. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Sanders flies in for the rebound. Railers up by 1. 1:15 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Railers can go back to Comnick. He's got 2 in this first quarter. Coach is one of those guys that usually tries to go right back at a hot shooter.
Sanders with it. Now Gowan left wing. To Miller. Miller reset with 15 on the shot clock. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Railers up by 1. Comnick finds a lane. Goes up strong. Off the backboard and good. Good strong move by Comnick. Found a little spacing and used the backboard to put the Railers up by 3.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he lost it on the way up, but it was able to regain it. Travel.
Yep. Good call by Comnick up here as number 2, Christian Jenkins, took off before he dribbled. Another turnover for the Lancers.
Yeah, you got Hayes, Miller bringing the ball up against this man-to-man pressure again for Belleville East. So the point guards got to really be on their game here today, just like they were yesterday.
Miller guarded by Moody. Moody bumped him and picked up the foul. It's only the first team foul for the Lancers.
Foul number 13, that's
first one on Moody. 32 seconds to go in the ball game. Or I'm sorry, in the first quarter.
I wish, because they'd be probably fouling about this point.
Yeah, getting ahead of myself there. Shot clock is off. Hayes with it up top. Tries to get a cutting Komnick. Hayes with the running jumper, no good, too strong. Belleville with the rebound. They kick it up to Coleman. Coleman kicks it out. Now they'll swing it to the right. Nothing there with 11 seconds to go in the first. Now Coleman. Down to 6.
Yeah, they're going to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And Railer's going to pick up a foul with 1.9 seconds to go in the first. Kind of a desperation shot there by Moody.
Much of a foul. Kind of, as you said, desperation, get it up on the board and bailed him out, really. And I don't know if Frank did a hole. It was obviously on the other end of the court from us, but gave them a chance to get it, and the free throw up and good for Moody.
Moody's second free throw. Up and rolls in and out, no good. And Gowan's going to try a three-quarter shot, well short, and at the end of 1, it's the Lincoln Railers 10, Belleville East Lancers 8. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois, as the Lincoln Railers take a 2-point lead into the second quarter. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here with you this afternoon. And it will be Railer basketball to start the second. Schilling to inbound. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller crosses the timeline, guarded there by Lowry. Now Schilling, left wing, kick it up top to Smith. Now Miller, left wing. Sanders, nowhere to go. Now he'll dribble. Kicks it out. Hayes gets to the lane. Little head fake, spin, feeds Sanders up and good.
Yeah, good two-man game there. Sanders and Hayes there. The two big guys working together. Hayes got in the middle of the lane. Frank didn't stand to watch. He did a great job of cutting Hayes, as we've seen lately, and really all season has been a great passer from that 4-spot position for Coach Alexander.
Raiders up by 5, 7:15 to go in the first half. Dawson to Lowry. Now they'll swing it over to Lowry. Brown in the corner, tried to feed.
Gosh, darn it.
Hayes just picked up his second early here in the second quarter, as Dawson tried to get a little.
Foul number 30, Drew Hayes.
Yeah, Komnick's going to check in now for Hayes, and that's going to be a problem with our guy going to the bench, our leading rebounder, leading scorer, and he's been saddled the last couple games with foul trouble. We'll see if the Railers can pick him up and hold on here.
Lancers try to lob it in to Mitchell, no good, but they'll get the rebound. Little stop and pop, no good. Miller there with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Waller. So he reached in trying to grab the ball, grabbed his arm. And that's the first team foul for the Lancers.
Yeah, so you've got Miller, Schilling, Gowan, Komnick, and Sanders out on the floor right now for the Railers. Carson off to a hot start in the first quarter. Give him 8 points, 8 of the 12 for the Railers.
Miller gets it across the timeline, goes left to Schilling. Schilling up to Komnick. Now Miller left wing. Sanders left corner. Now they'll work it back to the left with Gowan and Komnick. Miller, nowhere to go. Picks up his dribble, needs some help. Now gets it to Komnick, top of the key. Swing it over to Sanders, left wing. Yep. Lowry with the reach in.
Oh, and the Railers had nothing going, Scott. We were 25 feet from the basket, had no offense going, and the Lancers bail us out with a foul. Thank goodness, because we didn't have a whole lot going toward the basket at all, and I don't know, the shot clock was going to be coming quick.
Schilling to inbound for the Railers. 12-8. 6:16 to go in the first half. Gets it into Miller. Miller goes left, now back to the right to Gowan. Up top to Sanders, swing it to Miller. Now Schilling, top of the key. Work it to Gowan, nothing there. Now they'll swing it back to the left with Miller. Up top. Gowan finds the lane, up with the left, partially blocked. Brown for the Lancers, and Gowan reached in, picked up the foul. They're going to get Komnick with the reach. That's Komnick's first, team second. Keon Carson checks in for Miller. 5:46 to go in the second. Railers up by 4.
Out Hayes here, our first possession defensively without Hayes, and we'll see if Frank and Carson can clean up some rebounds. Get it!
Komnick intercepts it, but couldn't track it down. It's going to be out of bounds off Komnick. Going to stay with the Lancers. He read it good, Josh. He just he got a hand in there, just couldn't track it down.
Yeah, ball's in the air too long. He's got to come up with the interception there, and a turnover the Railers couldn't come away with.
Waller now over to number 2. That's Jenkins in the corner. Now they'll work it back to the left with Moody and Waller. Waller dribbles in. Meets Big Frank, but he's going to be called for the travel, as Frank Sanders was there to greet him. And the Raiders with the basketball up by 4. Komnick gets it into Carson, back to Komnick. Now Schilling. Now they'll work it to the right with Carson. They get it across the timeline. And we're going to have a jump ball. Going to go to the Lancers.
Yeah, unforced turnover there by the Railers, as the Lancers put on a little bit of a 2-2-1 press and didn't really bother the Railers, but Keon mishandled it, and then they got a jump ball, so we'll go the Lancers' way here.
4:56 to go in the second. Railers up 4. Belleville with the basketball. Dawson, left corner, picked up there by Schilling. Dawson passes over to Moody. Back to Dawson. Now Waller. Tried to work it down low to number 12. That's number 2. He goes up, no good, and Schilling snags the rebound.
Yeah, Carson did a good job, walled up on him, and caused him to miss it. Then Frank battled Envy for a rebound, then the senior Schilling came in and wrestled it away. So good defensive effort there by the Railers on the boards without Hayes.
Sanders with it. Now Komnick, 3 on the way. Corner, got it. Komnick with another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Put the Railers up by 7 and a timeout on the court.
Yeah, Carson with a big 3. Coach called his number on the play, and Carson stays hot from three-point land. Give him 3 3-pointers, 3 for 3 so far in this game.
Tarter Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, and online at tarterbrothers.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. And Schneider Chiropractic, providing results for body reconditioning, back and neck problems, along with preventative sports injury procedures. Call 217-732-2140. Some big threes there by Komnick. Josh, extend our lead to 7 with 4:05 to go. And we've seen, like we talked about it, seen a lot of pressure A lot of physical play by Belleville. Right now, the Railers handling it pretty good.
Well, they are, and they've gotten some of their three-point plays to work. Obviously, when you make them, it looks a lot better. But yesterday, we couldn't even get them shot off on our three-point dialed-up plays. Today, we're getting them off, and Comnick with the hot hand and keeps it going here. My concern now, Comnick's got one foul. Hayes already sitting on the bench with two. Comnick has moved to the 4 spot, and that takes away a lot of rebounding, a lot of size for the Railers. So hopefully we can do the job on the boards underneath there and extend this lead going into halftime. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. The Railers up 15-8.
Belleville with the basketball. That's Moody. Now
it's a kick.
Yeah, over to Coleman. Now, good save there by the Lancers. Coleman resets up top with 17 on the shot clock.
And I think they almost had a 10-second call as well on that lob play.
Jenkins in the corner to Moody. Moody's going to dribble in, nowhere to go. Feeds Brown. He gets in the lane, lays it up and good, and Sanders picks up the foul. Brown will get a free throw.
Yeah, and that thing happens. Coach Al wanted the 10-second call. You don't get it, they come down to get a three-point play or an opportunity for a three-point play. Frank now with 2 fouls, so the Railers are going to have to go really small here now with Smith checking in for Sanders. You've got Comnick and Smith at the back position against the or for the 1-2-2.
Brown trying to make it a three-point play, and he will not as he misses the free throw. Comnick gets the rebound, kicks it out to Gowan. Now Carson. Carson will bring it up. He'll go left, fly by his guy. Now spin right, little back door. Comnick couldn't grab it. Had a wide open layup and just went off his fingertips.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Keon, and Carson's got to come up with that basketball and score it. That's an unfortunate turnover for the Railers now, and that's got to be a layup.
Railers up by 5, 3:15 to go in the first half. Brown with it in the corner, guarded by Smith. Now he'll reset with Moody up top. Moody goes left, gets it to Coleman. Now Coleman goes to his left, passes in the corner to Lowry. Feed it in, blocked from behind by Comnick, and Comnick just picked up his second.
Foul number 5, Carson Comnick. Second personal, 40.
Dawson will get 2 free throws. Railers up by 5, 2:56 to go in the second.
Yeah, the Lancers did a good job there. They went free throw line down to the post for a high-low, and we talked about they really tried to get the ball inside. Yeah. I don't think they've got great shooters from the perimeter, and maybe that's something Coach Alexander talked to him a little bit more at half is maybe bunch it in a little bit more and not give them the inside, but give them the outside so far. I don't think the Lancers have had one three-pointer yet.
No. Second free throw, no good. Comnick tracks down the rebound and is going to be out of bounds off of the Lancers. Dangerous pass there, but really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, we got
fortunate for us.
Yeah, you're right. Secure the rebound. Carson's got to get his hands ready and be a lot stronger with the basketball.
Now they try to trap Carson. He'll get it up to Schilling. Schilling kicks it corner. 3 on the way from Gallen. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Lancers. Now Moody pushes it up in a hurry. And now they'll back it out. Moody to Lowry. Lowry goes right. Now gives it over to Coleman. Right wing. Trapped there by Schilling and Comnick. Now back to Coleman. Back to Lowry up top with 11 on the shot clock. They feed it in to Brown. Nowhere to go. Now they feed it down low. And another foul on Schilling. As they're working that paint, and Railers just don't have an answer right now.
Yeah, we're lacking size for one thing, and then they're getting a direct pass into that middle. And then we've talked about it for a long time. That's what hurts the 1-2-2 is when you get the ball in the middle. And they've done a good job of going high-low these last couple possessions.
So Dawson to the free throw line. It seems like Belleville's lived at the free throw line this first half.
Yeah, they have, and they've made them too. They've only 11 points for Belleville East on very, very few field goals. We don't have the stats. We'll get them at halftime, but most of their points have come from the free throw line.
Waller checks in for Moody. 2:16 to go in the first half. Railers up by 3. Dawson trying to make it a 2-point ball game, and he will not. And Comnick grabs the rebound. Railers with the basketball, up by 3, 2:11 to go in the first half.
No, we got a little pressure here, half court.
Carson gets it into Smith. Smith going to go up with the right. Couldn't get it to go, but picked up the foul. He'll get 2 free throws as Brown trying to take a charge or block it, but he'll pick up the blocking foul. That's Brown's first, team third for the Lancers.
2 shots, Gabe. You're shooting free throws here.
And Gabe's going to get 2 free throws with the Railers up by 3.
At the line, Gabe Smith.
First free throw up and good from Smith.
Yeah, Gabe's did a good job. Hit 2 big ones yesterday. Scott down the stretch for the Railers. Looks like Horn will check in for Comnick as Comnick's got 2 fouls. Coach doesn't want him to get a third. He's our leading scorer right now at 11 points of the 16 for the Railers.
And Gabe able to roll that one in. Railers back up by 5 with 2:02 to go in the first half.
Going to get close to a 10-second call here.
And they'll get it in to Lowry. Lowry's going to dribble in on Horn. Up with the right, no good. Brown with the rebound. He's going to go up and count it.
Yeah, without Hayes and Sanders underneath there. Scott, we're getting beat up on the boards. They're getting a lot of points underneath.
Carson tried to kick it into Smith. He does. Smith up with the right. Count the bucket and the foul. Gabe Smith with the strong move under the basket. Got it to go, and he'll try to finish the three-point play.
Not only a nice pass by Keon, but a great job by Smith. Head fake, went from the left side underneath to the right side, and then almost did a little head fake again, saw the contact coming, and was able to go strong to the hoop. So give Gabe the basket, give him another free throw. So a quick 5 by the junior and Gabe Smith.
Railers up by 6, 1:33 to go in the first half. Belleville with the ball. Lowry pushes left, crosses the timeline. Now in the corner to Jenkins, back to Lowry. Lowry dribbles in. Almost a carry there. Now Waller over to Lowry, 13 on the shot clock. Lowry dribbles right. Now 3 on the way from Jenkins is no good. Smith with the rebound with 1:06 to go.
Yeah, again, a missed three-pointer for Belleville East.
Kick it all the way down to Gowan. Nothing there. They'll reset up top with Carson. Carson backs it out, gets the call from Coach Neil Alexander. Work it to Smith, left wing. Now Horn, right elbow. Left elbow. Schilling, 3 on the way. Got it! Yes. Schilling with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers up by 9.
Yeah, some big three-pointers here on this in this first half. Schilling with 1 and Comnick with 3. Big stop here, Scott. 5 team fouls on the Railers, 4 on Belleville.
They feed it down low. Now kick it back out to Lowry.
Don't foul.
Now in the corner. Trying to find some room down there. He snuck in, up and good. Snuck in on our defense.
Got 5.
Carson. And we're going to get a foul on number 5, Waller. As we got an injured Lancer on the court.
Yeah,
at the other end.
They didn't stop play, and Keon kept going. Keon all the way to the basket, and he got fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots, I believe, because that's the 15th foul on Belleville. So Keon a chance here to get this to a 9-point lead now.
Follows on number 5 of the Lancers, Khalil Waller.
That's Waller's third.
Third personal, 5th team foul.
So Brown was the injured Belleville East Lancer. He's up. Looks like he might have got poked in the eye.
Yeah, something there. Bad spot to get hit, that's for sure.
Yeah, kind of need those
Gotta
eyes.
have 2 of them, right?
Keon Carson going to get 2 free throws. Both teams maxed out on fouls. That means double bonus. 2.8 seconds on the clock. See if we can build this back up to 9.
Keon Carson.
Around the back once, couple dribbles. Free throw up and got it.
Well, Keon was good from the free throw line yesterday too. Scott, I think he only had a couple, but he was able to make them. 2 of 2 from the free throw line for Keon yesterday. 10 points for the senior.
Around the back, 3 dribbles, free throw up, and rolls around and good.
Don't foul here, don't foul.
2 seconds, three-quarter shot, way off. And at the end of the first half, it's the Lincoln Railers 25, the Belleville East Lancers 16. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Boys Basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Railer Basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Schneider Masonry, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer Boys Basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, as the Railers lead it here at halftime, 25-16 over the Lancers from Belleville East High School. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. We'll go through the scoring here. First for the Lancers from Belleville. They were led in the first half, 7 points for Jakari Brown, 6 points for Jalen Dawson, 2 points for Christian Jenkins, and 1 point for Xavion Moody to round out the 16 for the Lancers. The Railers were led in the first half by the sophomore Carson Comnick. Comnick with 11 points, 3 of 3 from three-point land. He's also got a layup to give him 11. 5 points for Gabe Smith on a quick 5 from the junior late in that second quarter. 4 points for Keon Carson, 3 for Trey Schilling, and 2 for Frank Sanders. Again, the Railers lead it here at halftime, 25-16. We'll kick it back to the studios for a quick break. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Now we're back here at halftime as the Railers lead at 25-16 over the Lancers from Belleville East. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby, Scott Kirby here from Collinsville, Illinois, playing Belleville. Again, the Railers lead at 25-16. We'll go over some of the stats. For Belleville, they shot 5 of 14. Scott, we talked about it. They haven't shot the ball well from the field. 5 of 14, 36%, 0 of 3 from three-point land, but they've got 6 of 10. 6 of their 16 points coming from the foul line, 6 of 10 from the line. They've got 9 total rebounds, 3 of them offensive, so the Railers did a pretty good job as Hayes and Sanders went out with foul trouble. We had Carson Comnick and Gabe Smith down there, Schilling down there also pulling down some big boards. 9 rebounds for the Lancers, 3 of them offensive. Got 3 assists on 5 turnovers and 3 steals. The Railers shoot it pretty well from the field, Scott. 8 of 14, 57%. 4 of 6 from three-point land for 67% and have not missed a free throw. 5 of 5. 10 rebounds for the Railers, all of them on the defensive end. 7 assists on 5 turnovers and 2 steals. So I think if you're Coach Alexander, you're pretty happy with the half. Although the points that the Lancers have gotten have been easy underneath the basket or from the free throw line. Something that we hope the halftime adjustment made. Also, we got to keep Hayes out there.
Yeah, and you're right, Josh. I think that's probably the point of emphasis during the halftime is control that paint. Too many easy buckets, working it in, and that starts with your guards too. We pressure them more. That's going to be a harder entry pass, but we gotta stay out of foul trouble for one. I know Hayes, Comnick are in some trouble. I think Sanders might have a couple, so we had to go small there towards the end of the first half. And now we just have to control that paint. Let's make them shoot from the outside. We saw the numbers. They're not a good outside shooting team, and it's evident that they're trying to work it into the middle. And like you said earlier, Josh, we're gonna have to pack it in and just control the boards and control that paint.
Well, coaches know what they have in their team, and I think the Lancers know they got to get it inside to score. They haven't shot it very well from the field. Scoring by quarter, the Railers have given up 8 each quarter to Belleville, and the Railers have had a 10-point quarter in the first and a 15-point quarter in the second. And you talked about it, points in the paint. Belleville East with 10, and the Railers just 6. We'll kick it back to the studio for one quick break, and we'll be back here with second half action as the Railers lead it here at halftime, 25-16. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois, as second half action just underway here. Railers take a 9-point lead into the second half and have the basketball to start. Schilling with it up top of the key, looking for Hayes, nothing there. Now they reset with Carson. Carson goes right, gives it to Hayes. Now Smith. They work it around the top with Schilling, Carson, and Hayes. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hayes with the top of the key. Now Comnick. Comnick trying to get in the paint with 5. Carson has it. He's going to stop, pop, and couldn't get it to go. And Brown with the rebound for the Lancers. They push it up quick to Dawson. Now feed it down low to number 11. That's Mitchell. Stripped away. All ball. No foul. And the Raiders with the basketball up 9.
Yeah, stripped away by Comnick, and luckily he did, because, again, another Lancer right next to the basket. The Raiders miscommunication on the defensive end.
Keon Carson with the basketball. Now Schilling. Work it over to Hayes. Now back to Carson, right wing. Now they'll swing it to the left. 10 on the shot clock. Now down to 7 with Comnick, left wing. He'll spin. Nowhere to go. Down to 4. Now Schilling has it. He's going to have to get it off. He does. Gift side of the rim. No good. And 2 possessions there, Josh.
Yeah.
Worked that shot clock. Couldn't get anything to go.
Yeah, not good shots either. Keon got in the middle of the lane against his defender. Couldn't shoot over the top of him. And then Schilling
tipped away by Hayes.
Yeah, Schilling with an off-balance shot as well. Kick it up, Carson. We got to get into our offense a little quicker.
Sooner, yeah. Let's not force something. Let's get a good look here on this possession. Hayes going to dribble in. And he finds a lane. Couldn't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and loses it. And now Brown comes out of there with it. Picked up there by Carson. They'll kick it out. Lowry up and count the bucket. No foul on the floor. Had a good opportunity there by Hayes. Just couldn't finish.
Point-blank layup for Hayes again. To not extend this lead to 11, and tried to go up with the left and couldn't get it up high enough on the board. Probably took some contact, but I think the junior would say he should have made that thing.
Work it down low to Waller. Waller loses it on the ground. Carson jumps on it. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Lancers. A little sloppy play coming out the second half for both teams. See if they can regain their composure. As it'll be Lancer basketball on the baseline. Dawson all the way up top to Waller. Waller with 3 fouls. Now there's a drive by Dawson up off the backboard, no good. Tapped out of bounds off of Hayes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it should have been over the back. Yeah, it should have been over the back call anyways on the Lancers as Hayes was going for the rebound against about 3 Lancers. And I thought they were going to call it out on Hayes, but they made the correct call. They should have called over the back. So the Railers get away with another one here. Time to get a basket.
Railers with the basketball up 9. 5:30 to go in the third. Schilling. Right wing, now up top to Hayes. Hayes dribbles left, kicks it out to Comnick. Now Comnick spins, nothing there. Kick it back out to Carson with 18 on the shot clock. Now Comnick drives by his guy, got a little shove, and that's going to be called on Lowry.
Foul number 3, Lowry.
That's his second. First team foul for the Lancers. Comnick to inbound, own baseline. Finds cutting Carson. Just snuck around his guy, lays it up and good, and the Raiders with their biggest lead, 11 with 5:10 to go in the third.
Yeah, great out-of-bounds play there for the Railers and able to convert on the layup.
There's a big, strong move by Dawson. Couldn't get it to go. Picked up the foul. He'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, and I think Hayes a couple of times have gotten fouls on shots on second opportunities. The Railers just not rebounding after that first shot goes up. And Hayes now with his 3rd foul. And that was after a missed layup by the Lancers, and he got his own rebound and then went back up into Hayes. So another point from the free throw line. Give them, 7 points from the free throw line. 7 of their 17 have come from the line.
So Hayes going to have to play smart the rest of this period as he picked up his second free throw up and good for Dawson. Hayes will inbound. Gets it to Carson, tapped out of bounds off of Waller. Going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, Hayes got to run the baseline. When the shot is made from the opponent and you take it out of bounds, you're as an inbounder, you're able to run the baseline. Hayes standing still in one spot.
Get it into Comnick. Now back to Hayes. Over to Carson. Gets it across the timeline. Just barely. Now they'll reset. Little backdoor. Smith up and got it to go. I thought it was going to bounce out of
right.
there.
It was closely creeping off the rim, and a great cut and a great pass by Hayes again.
Raiders up 11. There's a 3 on the way from Mitchell. Off the rim, no good. Tracked down. Comnick couldn't get it. Ripped down by number Lowry. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Grabbed his arm, threw him down, and Carson landed on his butt again. And it means more ice and more icy hot tonight.
Well, he's going to have to suck it up because we got 2 games. Hopefully, we're going to have 2 games regardless, and we hope we're playing at 7:30 here. But the Railers with an opportunity now up 11 to go a little farther as coach takes out Hayes and Smith, and he'll send in Gowan and Sanders. So again, we go a little bit smaller underneath with Comnick and Sanders underneath the basket.
Trying to get Hayes through this third period with his 3 fouls. Hopefully the Raiders can maintain this 11-point lead, if not extend. They'll swing it around to Carson up top. He drives left, nothing there. Back it out to Schilling. Over to Gowan. Back to Schilling. Now in the corner to Carson. Work it back to the right.
Well, the Lancers have got us pushed way far.
And what's that, illegal screen?
Yeah, illegal screen on Sanders. Now that'll be the Railers' third team foul here in this third quarter with 3:59 left. So, again, another opportunity for the Lancers to not only get back into this lead, but get there from the free throw line, which they've been doing for most of their offense. Actually, just 3 fouls, it looks like, on the Railers. So that's good.
Raiders up by 11 with 3:50 to go in the third. And there's a stolen by Gowan. Gowan's going to have to back it out. Now Schilling with the left wing. All the way across to Carson. Carson will back it out. Set up the offense. Starts to go left. Now he does go left to Schilling. Left wing, little lob to Sanders. Sanders. And a foul on the floor by Dawson for the Lancers. That's a third team foul for the Lancers with 3:34 to go in the third. Railer basketball on their own baseline. Schilling to inbound, gets it into Comnick. Now swing it out to Carson. Carson goes left. Now picks up his dribble. Gets it to Comnick. And we're going to get Gowan with the travel. So he lost the ball, got a little bit of shove. Turnover Railers, Lancer basketball.
So the Railer defense got to come up again, Scott. We've had a couple possessions where we've had that 11-point lead and yet to extend it, but our defense has been good enough to hold us there.
Coleman will back it out, guarded there by Gowan. Now over to Moody. Moody dribbles in, and that's a charge. Absolutely. Good take by Comnick as he drew the charge, and Moody picks up the foul. And that's the 4th team foul for the Lancers. Second one on Moody. Railer basketball up by 11, 3:03 to go in the third. Kick it up to Comnick. Comnick dribbles right, now backs it out, picks up his dribble, nowhere to go, needs some help. Now gives it to Carson. Carson goes left to Schilling, left wing. Schilling dribbles right, now spins left, looks for the back door to Carson, nothing there. Now they'll reset up with Schilling with 13 on the shot clock. Sanders, Gowan left corner, 10 on the clock. Gowan dribbles in, falls down again, and loses it. Another turnover Railers.
Take another charge.
The Lancers look to push. Coleman thinks about a 3, now feeds number 4, couldn't get it to go, fought for underneath, put back up, no good. Sanders with the rebound.
Boy, they missed some point blank too. And thank goodness, because they've had several of them here in this third quarter. The Railers defense has just hung tough enough, and then Frank cleaned it up.
Komnick, he's going to dribble in. A lot of body right there. No foul. How is that a travel? All over him. Number 4, Dawson, all over Komnick, and they're going to call Komnick with a travel. Yep. Railers still up 11.
Miller checks in now for Keon Carson.
Lancers having some trouble getting it in. Now they do to Lowry. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins to Lowry. Coleman back to Lowry, top of the key. Trap that. Now they'll spin it back up, reset with Lowry up top. Now swinging in the corner to Moody. Moody dribbles in, lost it. Schilling grabs it. Another turnover.
Yeah, good job. Carson cut the baseline off after Frank kind of let him go by, and then Lancers couldn't handle the basketball, and another turnover.
Miller goes between his legs, now goes to the right, gives it to Gowan.
Well, they're all over Gowan.
Miller goes left, now backs it out. 14 on the shot clock. Sanders left wing. Komnick left elbow. Kick it out to Schilling. 3 on the way.
Got it! Schilling time!
Schilling with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. Railers up 14.
Another stop here, Scott, and they get a score to end this third quarter.
Little jumper on the way, no good. Coleman, Brown there for the rebound, and Komnick just picked up his third. He wasn't shooting, was he?
I didn't think so either.
So the Railers in a little bit of foul trouble here. Komnick's got 3, Sanders has 3, and Hayes has 3. Free throw from Brown is no good.
Good rebound here. Horn will check in for Komnick and give him a break with those 3 fouls. And coach telling Horn to box out here and get this rebound after Brown misses that first free throw.
Free throw up and good for Brown. 32-19, 53 seconds to go in the third. And, and it was tipped. Lowry going to go in with the right, up and no good. Over the back, no call. Schilling straight up, put it up and good for Jenkins.
Well, right when you get a comfortable lead, we turn the ball over and turn it into quick points for Belleville.
All the way across to Miller. Miller crosses the timeline. Now goes right. Kicks it out, corner, Gowan thinks about a 3, now shovels out to Schilling, and reset with Miller up top.
Let's take this last second shot. Of only about a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so the Railers can take the last shot and go into the fourth quarter, hopefully with a double-digit lead.
6 on the clock, Miller, now 5, Sanders left wing, 3, Horn, got to shoot it. Nope, the shot clock violation on the Railers. Nothing hurt. I mean, you run the time down to 1 second on the clock. You're up by 11. Now they'll match up. Coleman, 3 on the way, no good. And at the end of 3, it's the Lincoln Railers 32, the Belleville East Lancers 21. We'll take a commercial break. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois. Scott Kirby, Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby here with you this afternoon as the Railers take an 11-point lead into the fourth. Josh, kind of a sloppy third quarter, a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed opportunities for both teams.
Yeah, only 7 points for the Railers in that quarter. We had 25 at halftime, and you're not going to win too many games scoring 7. Good thing we only gave up just a few. Only gave up 4 to Belleville, so that worked. No, sorry, 5 to Belleville. They don't have anything going offensively, and again, they've gotten some points from the free throw line in that third quarter. But you got to understand, they're going to turn up the pressure here. Yep. They turned us over late in that third quarter and resulted in a layup for them, and they're going to do the same thing.
Railers with the basketball to start the fourth. Hayes to Schilling. Now back to Hayes.
Yeah, Hayes has got to make a difference in this quarter. I don't think he's been in the scoring column yet, and our leading scorer has got to get on the board.
Schilling finds a lane, going to be blocked out of bounds with 13 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to remain with the Railers.
No hurt there. Like the drive by Schilling. Don't be discouraged because you got it blocked.
Get it to Miller. Feed down to Sanders, just left it short, intercepted by Belleville. Coleman races it down, now drives in, kicks it out to Lowry. Lowry cut off by Schilling. Brown roaming that middle. Lowry spins, nothing there, kick it out to Waller. Waller dribbles in, up and no good. Hayes with the rebound.
Yeah, secure it.
Miller with the basketball, now Schilling. Schilling dribbles right, gives it to Gowan.
Get in the middle, Hayes.
Hayes kicks it out to Miller. Schilling tracks it down. Really pushing us out on the perimeter, Josh. 3 on the way. Miller left it short. Rebound, Belleville. Waller kicks it up to Coleman. Coleman, 3 on the way. Left it short. Wide open 3, missed. Now they'll kick it up to Schilling. Schilling, feed. Miller loses it, blocked. And Belleville pushes it up in a hurry. Brown, nowhere to go. Now another 3 on the way. Left it way short. Right into the hands of Coleman underneath, and Sanders couldn't get there. And we got a 30-second timeout on the floor. 32-23, 6:16 to go in the game. Timeout on the floor. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves. Find them on Facebook to learn more about offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers walking program on Wednesdays, and Lincoln Printers, providing complete quality satisfaction at a fast, fair price while utilizing modern technology and a creative flair. Phone 217-732-3121. Railer basketball out of the timeout. Hayes to inbound, gets it into Comnick, back to Hayes. Feed it in the middle to Gowan, kick it over to Carson. They break the press pretty easily. Now Comnick picks up his dribble. They'll work it to the right. Now Gowan, 3 on the way.
He got it! Got it, baby.
Gowan with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Raiders up by 12 with under 6 minutes to go.
Huge three after the press breaker. Gowan found the corner and then was able to get a nice pass from Keon, and Gowan steps up, as you said, Scott, hits a huge three-pointer. Kind of killed a little momentum, hopefully, that the Lancers had.
Coleman, now Waller, feed it in low to number 33. Now Coleman sneaks in, swatted away from behind by Carson. Railers with the basketball, up 12. Work it in the corner to Sanders. Now they'll swing it to the right. Carson backs it out, resets their offense. Kicks it over to Hayes, right wing. Now Sanders. Gowan, thought about a 3. Didn't take it. 10 on the shot clock. Carson dribbles in on Brown, kicks it out to Gowan. Now we're down to 6. Comnick tries to dribble by. Now it's going to pull up for the jumper, and they're going to call a foul on Comnick as he pushed off.
Offensive foul called on Carson Comnick.
And that's Comnick's fourth.
Fourth personal. First team foul.
Comnick trying to create space, and the dwindling shot clock had a lot to do with that, Josh.
Yeah, well, it did, and I don't know how much Carson's going to move that big guy out of the way, though, but he had his shoulder down and kind of moved him off balance, and I guess that's what the official looked for.
Lowry's going to dribble in, lose it. Now they feed Brown over, up and good for Brown. 10-point ball game, 4:40 to go in the ball game. Schilling dribbles left and going to be bumped there by Dawson.
Boy, the Railers need to get in that bonus, or whatever you want to call it now. Not sure,
a long way to go.
But yeah, one team foul now, and we've given up some easy baskets on this end as we've kind of cut, or we've made this lead, extended this lead, I should say.
Little backdoor to Carson, now kicks it out. Now they'll reset. Good job by Carson to keep the play going. Gowan picks up his dribble and now gets it back to Carson. Carson goes right, now kicks it up to Sanders. Feed Sanders. Sanders shuffled his feet.
Get in there.
Oh. Okay, we'll take the foul. Thought he shuffled his feet a little bit, but picked up the foul before, and the foul's on number 4, Dawson. That's his third. Team second. Railer basketball, Schilling to inbound on their own baseline. Kicks it up to Carson. And a reach in on Brown, 23. Now they're at 3, Josh.
On 23, Corey Brown. Second personal, third.
Jenkins going to check in for Brown.
Jenkins in for the Lancers.
That surprises me. Brown with only 2 fouls, and he's done a lot of their offense tonight.
Right. Yeah, he's been one of their guys that have scored not a lot for him, but they haven't scored a whole lot yet.
Raiders with the basketball, up by 10. There's a jump shot on the way, no good by Schilling. Rebound Belleville. Feed it to number 4. Now they'll kick it back out to Coleman, who gives it to Lowry. Lowry dribbles right. Now hands off to Jenkins. To Coleman. Coleman's going to dribble in, throw it up, nothing there. Carson tracks it down.
Good decision.
Now Carson kicks it out. 3 on the way from Gowan, left it way short. Sanders there, and Hayes had it. Had an easy bucket. Couldn't get it to go, but a foul on a jump ball. Possession goes to the Lancers. Hayes with an opportunity for an easy bucket. Just, I don't know if he lost control of it or what, but left it way short.
Yeah, shot it right into the bottom of the rim, and he's had not a day where he usually finishes that thing. I'm not real comfortable yet, Scott, either.
No.
Just up 10 points and 3 minutes to go with this shot clock, but you can't hold it more than obviously 35 seconds. Gives Lancers a few more opportunities.
Waller now in the corner. Jenkins 3 on the way short. Put back, up and good for Moody, and timeout on the court as Belleville East will call the timeout. And it's only an 8-point lead with 3:01 to go in the ball game. Second chance opportunities underneath, Josh.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and the little guy right there hurt us. Moody snuck in.
And that was Keon's opportunity on that backside for the backside rebound where he's playing on the defense. And there's not a lot of guys he's going to rebound over or with, but he should be able to go after Moody. He just lost track and didn't box out. So, again, we give the Lancers an easy basket, and this thing's an 8-point lead with a ton of time left.
Headline Salon, 602 and a half Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Call Brett at 217-651-8310. Headline Salon, where your hair makes the statement. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm, dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 217-651-8089. Ground Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to growinc.com. 3:01 left in the ball game. Railers with a uncomfortable 8-point lead with the ball. And Schilling will have it. Kick it over to Carson. Down bounce pass to Schilling. They work that middle. Now back to Carson up top. Carson, stop. Nowhere to go. Gives it to Schilling.
No, he didn't. No, he just moved that. Set. Yeah, he just moved that foot. Same foot both times.
Carson over to Gowan. Now up top to Hayes. 7 on the clock. Gowan in some trouble. Gives it to Schilling. 4-3. Schilling throws up a desperation off the rim. No good. Sanders with the rebound. Now they try to reset. Schilling will track it down. New shot clock, and Coach Al calls a timeout as Schilling was in some trouble. Good reaction by the coaching staff there to get the timeout, and we'll keep it right here.
Boy, fast and furious there. And again, the Railers, big rebound, though, by Frank. He kept it alive, and then Schilling tracked it down and got a pass from Frank. So, again, Belleville coming after us. I thought Schilling got fouled a couple of times that he was working the ball through that pressure. Didn't call it, but the Railers have got to be strong with the ball and then be ready probably to make some free throws. You know, and we talked about, wasn't quite sure when the shot clock came into effect, but we got to make or the miss Frank with the rebound, so that resets again to 35. I think college it resets to 20. Yeah. So that's huge on the offensive rebound that you get a chance to run off another 30-35 seconds.
It's going to be Railer basketball, 35-27. Railers with the lead, 2:18 to go in the ball game. Winner moves on to the Final Four. Carson gets it across. Now spins right. They're doing a little run and jump. Nowhere to go. And another timeout called by Coach Al. And our guards have to anticipate that run and jump. Yeah. And, you do that, we got a wide open guy.
Yeah, Carson Komnick had a good chance of cutting right to the basket. He's standing out on the three-point line. Schilling, too. If your man goes to double, you've got to make yourself available to get in the lane or an open area, and our guys were standing and watching.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. 3 team fouls for Belleville, so you've got to think they're going to come hard and be really aggressive on the basketball. Railer basketball up by 8, 2:09 left in the ball game. Hayes will kick it out to Carson. Here comes this run and jump. Run and jump, and they get it to Hayes up top, and a little push there by number 2, Jenkins. Yeah, I don't think the Lancers were trying to foul there, although they did, but 4 team fouls now, so next one, the Railers will be on the free throw line, and we'll see if we can't find one of our shooters to get the ball to. Hayes kicks it into Carson. Carson, now here comes the double team. Gets it into Hayes. Hayes underneath. Schilling, nowhere to go. Now they'll bounce pass back out to Komnick. Reset with 19 on the shot clock. Hayes to Gowan. Don't get down there. And a bump foul on the Lancers, number 4, Dawson, and Gowan's going to get 2 free throws, Josh. And free throws, something that we've struggled with all season long. Yeah. And boy, are they huge right now. Have done a pretty good job of it, though, today. The Railers 5 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half. I'm not sure we've shot one since. Gowan free throw up and good. Second one up and rolled around, no good. What do we got there? What? What happened there? With a foul. Yeah, nothing hurt really, though. The Railers with just 2 team fouls, but I'm quite unsure of what the call was. Well, Railer Nation a little unsure of it too. All right, so here we go. 1:30 left in the ball game. Railers up by 9. Moody with it, nowhere to go. Good trap there by Hayes. Now they'll kick it in the corner to Jenkins. Jenkins pulls up for a jumper off the rim, no good. Carson for the rebound. Carson to Hayes. Ooh, dangerous pass. Back to Carson.
Go by him.
Here comes the run and jump. Carson's going to speed by everybody and tapped out of his hands behind, but the foul is going to be called on number 3. That's on Lowry. That's his 4th. And Carson's going to get 2 free throws. Keon Carson, 2 big free throws here.
Yeah, Railers up by 9, 36-27, a minute 12 left here in the 4th quarter to send them to the 7:30 game tonight against Collinsville.
Free throw up and good. Second free throw on the way. Missed it. Railers up by 10. There's a drive now. Good job by Carson to cut it off. Going to be out of bounds off of Carson. Going to stay with the Lancers. 1:04 to go in the game. Railers up 10. Waller to inbound. Kicks it all the way up top to Moody. Over to Jenkins. Now Lowry. That's Waller. Now Lowry. Work some time off the clock, boys. Jenkins, right corner, now up top to Lowry. Shot
Short.
on the way, way short. Keon Carson grabs it. And Waller's going to pick up the foul.
You can tell Belleville can't shoot. They just unable to really even look to shoot the ball from the three-point line. And as really the Railer defense has extended out, we've covered the middle a lot better in that second half. And you can just tell the Lancers want no part of that deep shot from 3.
And their shots haven't even been close.
No,
I mean, it's not even a question when it goes up. You can tell they're uncomfortable doing it. Carson with 2 free throws. Railers up 10. And missed the first.
Yeah, the Railers 2 of 4 between him and Gowan in the last couple times, and now 2 of 5.
Second free throw up and good.
All right, 3 of 6 from the Railers here in the last couple possessions. A little more comfortable.
Yeah,
now.
a little more comfortable. Up 11, time running down. 36 on the clock. Lowry with it up top. Now Moody fakes a 3. And now Lowry back to Moody. Moody fakes it, pulls up, jumper on the way. No good, offside of the backboard. Tracked down. Keon going to race it out of there, and he's going to have a nice, easy layup, but Lowry just gave up on it. He's like, I'm not catching that guy.
Yeah, good job by Keon. A rebound in the backside and going coast to coast.
Tapped by Schilling and going to be out of bounds off of Schilling. Railers up by 13, 8 seconds on the clock. Railers will advance. Final 4 action tonight at 7:30 against the hometown Collinsville.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. We've watched them play a couple games now, and of course this place will be electric with their home team ready, and then they know the Railer tradition, so it'll be a good one here. Railers win at 40-27. As Scott said, we'll send them into the Final 4. The game 7:30 tonight against the host school Collinsville, and boy, it'll be a fun game, fun atmosphere here tonight.
Absolutely. Your final score: Lincoln Railers 40, the Belleville East Lancers 27. We'll take a commercial break as Carson was named the player of the game. So you got some hardware to take home there, Josh. Hopefully more to come.
All right.
We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have the postgame show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, as the Railers win it here in Collinsville this afternoon, and will now head to the semifinal game against the host school, the Collinsville K-Hawks, at about 7:30 tonight. Might be a little past that, as this is running a little behind here, but we'll be bringing that action, Final Four action. I believe it'll be Collinsville and Lincoln, and the game before that will be O'Fallon and Quincy to head to the championship tomorrow night. We'll run through the scoring. First for the Lancers from Belleville, they were led tonight by Jakari Brown. Brown with 10, 8 points for Jalen Dawson, 4 points for Christian Jenkins, 3 for Xavion Moody, and 2 points for Jalen Coleman for the 27 for Belleville. The Railers were led tonight with all 11 points of his in the first half. Carson Komnick with 11. He was 3 of 3 from the three-point line to go along with the layup to give him 11. Another nice outing by Keon Carson. Back-to-back games where Carson has been in double figures. Keon scores 10 again. He was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 7 points for Gabe Smith, 6 points for Trey Schilling, 4 for Aiden Gowan, and 2 for Frank Sanders to round out the 40 for the Railers. Again, the Railers win it here 40-27. We'll kick it back to the studios for a quick break as we see Coach Alexander coming. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois, as the Lincoln Railers with a big win over the Belleville East Lancers, 40-27. And joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, we'll make this brief. I know you've only got about 3 hours to get your team prepared for the next game against Collinsville High School. A great win for the Railers. I knew you anticipated Belleville East with their pressure and sloppy at times, but the Railers able to hold on and get a big victory here this afternoon.
Yeah, they kept coming at you with their defense, and it's great. I love it because it's teaching us how to play a little bit more and being able to play basketball. They take your sets away. You got to be able to play. And our kids fought. We made some mistakes, but it's not like they did it on purpose. They're out there trying and working, and we just want to make everything the best that we can and get as much as we can out of our trip down here. And so far, it's been a good trip.
Once again, some foul trouble for the Railers. Hayes, Sanders, Comnick with some foul trouble. Comnick had a huge first half, but you had some other key players step in second half to fill in. Saw a little bit of Horn come in there to fill in because of the foul trouble. Gowan hit some big threes. Schilling hit a three or two.
Gabe Smith with a quick five.
Yeah, quick five.
In that second quarter too. So.
Yeah, we had a lot of contribution, and I'm telling you, it don't look good during the game, but we had some guys sitting out on the bench for foul trouble, and which cut their minutes, which is going to help us here in a couple hours. So hopefully, they're going to be a little more refreshed, and I think Drew picked up right early in the second period. Yeah. I think he was out all of the second period, and then I think we set him a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, Hayes only 21 minutes tonight.
Yeah,
today.
So that's good for tonight. But we need him on the floor. He didn't score tonight, but he does so many other things. He passes the ball. He handles it. We've always looked for in our system to where our four-man is a mismatch for ball handling to help us take care of the ball and handle pressure, and he's doing a good job with it.
Well, Coach, I need to you got to get the kids fed, get them a little bit of rest. Get about 3 hours for the next game. Should be an electric crowd tonight. Anytime you take on Collinsville at home, this place should be packed.
Well, and Collinsville's got an excellent basketball team. We just talked about it real briefly. They've got a big man in the middle that I don't know how we're going to move him.
You sure can't have Hayes on the bench to do it, that's for sure.
No, that's no doubt. Carson would have a little bit of a trouble with him. So, and Gabe and everybody else that goes back there to fill that spot. But, they got 2 or 3 good shooters. They got quickness. I told the kids in the locker room the difference between 3A, 4A is how physical the game, or how they let it be physical. And, they'll take you, and every time you take off, they're going to pop you. And if we're not ready to be balanced and things, they'll knock us down, take the ball, shoot layups. So they got great shooters. They got shooters with range. But, we got there, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on another Final Four appearance here in Collinsville. You got some kids down there ready to go, so we will talk back with you later this evening.
Okay, thank you.
That's going to do it for us here in Collinsville. Our next broadcast will be tonight at 7:30 as the Railers are back here in Collinsville to take on the Cohokes from Collinsville High School. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting at 7. The Railers now stand at 9-3. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, and our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 40, Belleville East 27. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Paula, cameraman and social media coordinator Lloyd Kirby, and Josh Komnick, this is Scott Kirby. Good afternoon, everyone. It's time to send you back to the station for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal, call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.